の色はエメラルドブルー宝石みたいに光ってる流れ星を見上げていたあの夜も
Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in for this week's episode of the Anime Analysts podcast. We are excited to bring you the topic for today, as we hinted at it at the end of last episode. So if you are a full episode listener, you know what we're talking about right now. And today, you might also be wondering, Bo and Trey, obviously love your guys' shirts and your outfits, but didn't you wear that exact same fucking thing the episode prior? Your answer is correct. We did indeed wear that. And it's because we're filming them back to back, baby. We are doing a double take on today's episode, trying to get you as much content as we possibly can.
We're no longer in school. We're not working right now.
We got plenty of fucking time on our hands. Yeah. We were stressing this even more. I am so fucking bored, dude. I am unbelievably bored. I'm excited to, see where this episode goes. We've never done a back-to-back doubleheader before.
We haven't. We'll see if we keep the energy. I'm feeling good today, though.
I'm feeling good as well. I'm feeling ready. This is probably the highlight of my week, so...
I'm feeling more ready for this bev, though. Can we hit it right away?
We can hit it immediately. I love chocolate milk so much.
We got a Nesquik chocolate milk.
We're doing Nesquik chocolate milk. How many grams of protein in this bad boy?
14.
14 G's of protein, which is a lot of protein, but it really puts into perspective how much is in those fucking Fairlifes. There's like 45.
Yeah.
And it's a
Fairlife's some money, too.
Dude, they're so good. I just wish they didn't beat their cows as bad as they do.
Do they?
Oh my god, did you never see the video?
Just beating the shit out of cows?
You're dicking with me, right?
No.
You're actually... This was massive when, like 4 years ago. They, dude, they were, fucking... They put them in, cages the size of your bed. And then they would just, beat the shit out of these cows and just be like, get us milk. There was, cocaine being grown on their field in Fairfield, weed.
Fairlife don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck. And, dude, it's nuts to me that, So that happened 4 years ago. In my head, I was like, oh, shut down Fairlife. All right, Fairlife's done for.
I still see that shit at grocery stores.
Everywhere. I was between this and Fairlife at the Come and Go that I bought this from, and I was like, we'll just do Nesquik.
I guess I'll be a Nesquik guy from now on.
Yeah. No, you don't have to. Their milk's really fucking good. God, I love chocolate milk so fucking much.
It's thick, it's creamy, it glides down my throat. I love it.
It's so fucking good, dude. Chocolate milk is electric, man. It's the best. It's the absolute best. I would say if I'm doing a tier list of drinks,
it's up there for me.
It's definitely top 3. Chocolate milk is definitely top 3.
We've done some bad stuff here.
What do you mean?
Like bad drinks.
Oh yeah, we've done some horrible drinks.
Crazy. This says thoughtful portion, half a bottle. Who's drinking half of this bottle?
Wait, time out.
At a time.
So it's...
I just drank half of it.
I literally just... Where does it say thoughtful portion? Oh! I see. So what that made me think of for a second, I was like, is that the serving size? Why would you make the serving size a bottle to then tell me to drink half a bottle?
That's what I was thinking because, they have this, thoughtful portion thing on ice creams a lot.
Yeah.
But it's like a tub of ice cream, like a pint, and it's like a brownie one where it's 2,000 calories.
Yeah, very valid to
This doesn't make sense where it feels like it's almost like a lower calorie chocolate milk.
What is this,
250 for... that's not that bad.
No.
For how chocolatey this shit tastes.
Yeah, and for how just fucking good it is. Mm-hmm. For how good it is.
Yeah, I'm fine doming
it. Pick which fucking little tennis ball you want.
I'm fine doming 250 for a drink.
Oh my god, I'd dome 500 if I had... Yeah. If I was going to drink both of these, I totally would do that.
But, since... 20 minutes ago, you watched any new anime?
I've caught up in One Piece. Really fucking good. I watched one of those 30-second recaps of just everything that went down. So I think I got an idea of it. One Piece's friendship, and didn't want to spoil it, but
fuck.
Dude, if the One Piece's friendship...
You finished it?
I finished. I talked to Oda on the phone while you were in the bathroom. But dude, if the One Piece's friendship...
It's not going to be.
They can't. It's going to be something tangible. Didn't he say it's something tangible?
It has to be. I don't know if he did, but...
Oh, God. So another thing I heard is that the eye patch thing. So when a character with an eye patch comes in, that's signifying the end of the show?
It just means it's coming to an end.
Oh, and is there a timeline on coming to an end, or is it just saying...
I don't know.
Okay, I didn't know if he was saying eye patch a year from now the show ends.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard that he's hoping to end it in the next year or two or whatever.
I do. I hope he does as well.
I feel like there's so much shit to wrap up.
Oh, he'll wrap it up.
I know. I'm also behind in the manga, so there is obviously stuff I'm missing right now.
Yeah.
Like, I know there's big things that have happened, like Vegapunk's been introduced and
stuff.
Fuck
and, yeah. I saw...
there's been stuff with the Gorosei.
Yeah, I saw something about Joy Boy happened. Probably something there. I don't even know who the fuck... Actually, no, I know who Joy Boy is. Yeah, I know who Joy Boy is.
But, yeah, I hope it's good.
Yeah, I mean, it fucking better be good. That show's it's supposed to be incredible. And it is incredible, and I know it's incredible. And I will get back into it. I will.
I mean, maybe instead of doing the whole... What have you watched? Maybe we switch gears and go, what are you hoping to watch? What am I hoping to watch in the next week or two?
Can I give a little spoiler for what our next episode will be?
Sure. Let's not talk about our feelings on them.
Yeah. So, I have a couple Studio Ghibli films to watch. Little hint, a little, maybe potentially a blue ball, depending on how well you like the episode. I got a couple Studio Ghiblis to watch. I have but I would really, really like to get back into One Piece at some point. I think now is a really good time for me to do it. I think I'm going to read the manga, though. I would really like to watch the first episode of Demon Slayer. I would really like to finish a couple of the weeklies that I just literally forgot about. Buchigiri is one of those that I do want to finish, because I've heard it ended really well. I've heard its ending is really good. Buchigiri I want to finish. Sign of Affection I'm definitely not going to finish. That show can suck my balls. What are some other ones that I have on my list that I want to get to?
Planet of the Apes
I want to watch. I kind of
read Invincible.
I need to read Invincible. I think I'm going to just rewatch every Harry Potter movie. I might as well.
I've done that twice in the past year.
Yeah, they're
worth it.
So
they're
fucking
so
good. They're so good.
Oh,
no. I'm going to replace Harry Potter. I need to watch, because I watched a little over a month ago, I watched all the Hobbit movies. Because
Lord of the Rings now.
I need to watch Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Now. I need to. I love the Hobbit movies so much. And I knew I loved them watching them again. But yeah, I need to watch the Lord of the Rings films. I haven't seen them since I was a fucking kid. So I really need to get into that.
Good shit.
How about you? What's on the agenda for shows?
I got a few episodes of Mob Psycho left. We need to get that done. Need to watch.
Wait, so you're almost done with season 3?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Fuck yes. What do you think so far?
It's good. I'm kind of at the part where what's his fucking name? The green dude.
The
little ghost guy.
Fucking
Dimple. Yeah, he's like in the broccoli tree. You know, I call that shit. Yeah, it's good. I did finish it, but I was drunk, so I literally don't recall the story very well. But I remember watching it. And shit,
you are in for a fucking treat. What I'm gonna say is, what comes up next is my favorite part of the fucking
really.
It's,
okay.
Oh my god,
that's good. I was kind of getting down on myself here, thinking that the third season wasn't as good.
Oh no! The third season it's good.
Pick
it's
up
good.
even more.
It's really good. That show ends in such a good way. It kind of reminds me of Ted Lasso's ending a little bit, where it's
a perfect wrap up.
Yeah, where it's we're not going to drag it out. This show is so well
loved.
Love
a show that can be honest with itself.
It's this show is so well loved. Hi, right?
Yeah, but I mean, Studio Ghibli stuff.
Yep.
Got stuff for that episode. I got to finish up.
Quite a few to watch.
Yeah. I've been grinding them, but what else? I would like to get completely caught up in my weeklies. I'm realizing watching Mob Psycho now and just watching other shit. Hyped up shows are hyped up for a reason, and I keep struggling to find good anime. I think I need to take a break from these. I gotta find the next thing. Just watch some shit that people say are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I need to stop trying to find niche shows.
Yeah. Gotta read. I want to start Your Lie or not Your Lie in April. The fucking Chogi one.
Oh, March Comes In Like a Lion.
Yep.
You're gonna love that.
Yeah, I'd like to do that one.
I talked about this last episode. One thing you'll need to accept is you will not understand, because they're gonna talk about shogi notation. Which, have I talked about chess notation?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna talk about shogi notation, and they talk about shogi in shogi notation a lot.
Yeah. That's fine.
You don't need to know what the fuck they're talking about, because all you need to understand is who is winning right now and who is losing right now. And if there's a shift if like someone makes a move and it's like, wow, who is winning and who is losing has turned, they do
clear.
a really good job of making that clear.
Yeah.
Because they also understand like Shogi's a fucking complex, difficult game to understand. Not everybody's gonna.
They're not dumb about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just getting all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'd like to start watching Gintama again.
Yeah.
I mean,
Get back into it.
to get caught up in One Piece eventually here in the next month or two.
Yeah.
Probably by the end of the summer.
Yeah.
Gotta catch up in Blue Box.
You really need to get caught up in the Blue Box. The most recent chapter was fucking gas, dude.
Cool.
It's really good. It's really good. Oh, I didn't even talk about Blue Lock, the manga.
It's not on hiatus anymore?
No, so it's back. It's back. It came out, what do you call it? On Monday, I think they released the chapter. Either Monday or Tuesday. We're filming this on a Friday, by the way, just for, chronological contingency. It came out on Monday. So there's this character in it. His name's Kaiser. He's like the antagonist player right now. They just did Kaiser's backstory.
Good.
Really fucking
That's
well
good.
done.
I'm glad something good's coming up. You haven't been liking it as much.
No, I've been hating it.
I can't remember who I was talking to last week, but someone was telling me that they were huge on Blue Lock. And they, started to hate it.
Yeah, it was, dude, the manga's in a rough fucking spot right now. They desperately need to finish this arc. Mm-hmm. Basically, how the arc was set up is there's gonna be each team is gonna play like 6 matches, right? That's a lot. Because each match is like 10, 15 chapters long.
It's like a fucking year.
Yeah, like they've been doing this arc for like a year now. And the other thing is like...
You just get so like burnt out of them. Yeah. Not even burnt out, but just like bored out of them. Yeah. When you're reading them weekly.
Yeah, the whole premise of this show is like we're creating the best striker in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker, they're still 16. Like they are nowhere near the best striker in Japan. And not only are they still 16, they haven't even finished the second arc of the fucking, or I guess the third arc of the show, and it's been a year since they started that shit.
I mean, that's like the big thing for me with manga is I can consume it so fast.
Yeah.
So when I get weekly with the manga, I just start to hate it.
Yeah.
So it's almost better.
That's how I'm feeling with Kaiju.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I grinded Kaiju.
Blue Box is a little easier too because it's just a romance.
Yeah.
So you're like fine with it being a little slower.
Yeah.
But like these big action ones, like fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me the story.
Give me some shit, man. Give me some shit right now. I read the one shot, or not the one shot, but the short story. They did a side story.
They did.
It was about what's the name of the guy?
Fred?
No, how far are you in Kaiju?
I'm not very far. I don't remember it very well.
Okay, never mind. I won't say anything. There's a character that comes up eventually, and they did a short story about him, and it was really fucking cool.
Yeah. I mean, I've been thinking about rereading it just because I feel like shonen are getting harder to watch.
They are, man. They are. But I caught up in Kaiju the anime.
It's not bad.
It's really not bad, dude. It's doing
just
well.
Shonen. I hate watching shonen weekly too. It sucks. Like that was my problem with Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Should we get into our?
Yeah, let's get into the meat and potatoes a little.
We go in reverse blue balls here.
Shows that started off with our expectations as low as possible, and they came out on fucking top. Dude.
Shows that exceeded our expectations.
Yeah. You started the last one. I'll start this one. I got a absolute banger of a show for my number one. I'm going Prison School.
Prison School.
I knew.
All right, I gotta add Prison School to my
Yes,
goals.
you do. Please.
All right, I'll give you Prison Schools or Daily Lives of High School Boys.
Prison School. I went into Prison School completely blind. I had no clue what this shit was about. Literally, I saw the cover art. I saw a girl with big yitties. I was like, I want to watch this fucking show. This shit's gonna be funny as hell. Or not funny as hell. I was like, I'll just watch this show because I'm a little 16-year-old horny boy. All I cared about was boobs. Watched it, and what I found was literally one of, and not just animes, one of the funniest shows I have ever watched in my entire fucking life.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those are the best too. Like, like sure, there's ones where you're like, I know this is gonna be pretty good, but it's great. Yeah, it's almost better just blind clicking a fucking show and it just being like one of your favorite things you've ever watched.
Dude, it was pure money. It was so fucking funny. In terms of the actual show itself, I'd give like a 7 out of 10. Because, like, comedies can only get so good. Like, eventually you get to this, like, almost, like, limiter where it's, like, the show is only as... Like, humor can only take you so far. You have to have actual good character development to be, like, a 10 out of 10. In terms of comedies, though, if I'm just putting it in comedies, it's a 10 out of 10. Like, it's fucking hilarious.
And especially with comedies, like, when you're trying to get these more dramatic aspects, you just kind of run out quicker, and, like, the arcs are faster because you're still more focused on comedy.
Yeah.
It's like we just spoke about it. Fuck Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
It's like beautiful, just perfect
So well
seriousness
done.
mixed with comedy.
Yeah, they do such a good job of interlocking those two
And that's
thematic concepts.
when comedies get ruined, when you get serious and just try to keep the serious going for too long.
Yeah.
Like the ninth season of How I Met Your Mother.
Yes.
The fucking ninth season of The Office. Like, it's just all these sitcoms that run on too long.
Yeah, no, completely. That 70s show. The end
Yeah.
of that... Well, that 70s show died when Eric left.
When they're like out of high school. It's awful.
I'm like, I don't care anymore. Like, the show had a...
Once Jackie has dated everyone but Eric.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck out of here.
Dude, yeah. And then, oh, God, man. That show is so fucking funny. Red Foreman, a beer in
so
every
good.
hand and a foot in every ass, man.
So good.
All right, well, what you got?
Honestly, another sleeper one, kind of going with your matching vibes. Kotaro Lives Alone.
Oh.
That was a blind Netflix pick. You don't expect shit out of a Netflix anime.
Oh, you never expect anything
And
out of a
shatters
Netflix
you.
anime, and you were like, wow, that was fucking,
Mm-hmm.
that was incredible.
It's so fucking cute. It's so depressing. You're you're so hopeful for this little kid to live a happy life.
Yeah.
And it's so great.
Kotaro Lives Alone is so fucking cute. You said it best, man. It scratches every itch of an anime. It's hilarious in some scenes. It's so funny. It's the character dynamics are great. Like the one father whose like kids don't love him anymore, so he tries to basically adopt Kotaro.
It's so good.
And he's so funny. Kotaro himself is comedy. Like when he just tries to go like shopping or to the bathhouse.
Mm.
What's the name of the main dude?
I can't remember his
And he's
name.
like, is that 3-year-old walking to the grocery? He's like, I gotta go walk that kid to the grocery store.
And you just have this. Kotaro has this expectation of his parents returning.
Oh.
And you know they're never going to, and him like slowly coming to realize it's so fucked.
When they answer the question, because I was always like, dude, how the fuck is this kid financing this? Like, how is he doing this? When they answer that question with the social worker coming back, it's so... When he's like, when can I expect father and mother to return? I was like, oh!
Yeah.
I was like, that's what it is. I was like, no fucking way.
It's just fucking wild. Your parents can die in Japan and you're just living alone.
You just live fully alone. And not only do
it's
you live
almost
alone...
better than like going to like an orphanage.
Yeah. Or the foster care system is pretty fucking rough, man. Pretty fucking rough. That's a conversation for a different podcast, though.
We'll move on. Go ahead.
Up next, I got Cat Shit 1.
Cat Shit. We still haven't talked about Cat Shit 1.
Let's do it right fucking now.
Right. Cat Shit 1's great.
Cat Shit 1 was fucking phenomenal. 2 things that Cat Shit 1 did for me. Thing number 1, I was going in thinking this is going to be like a joke show, and I was like, holy shit, this is like Zero Dark 30. This is fire. And then when I was sitting there watching the show, and the guy goes, Bowen, can you help? And there's a character named Bowen in the fucking show.
The whole reason you watched it.
I was like, dude, this is fucking electric, bro. This is electric.
It's barely even an anime, if it even is one.
No, it's CGI.
Crazy.
It's literally G-Force, dude.
It is G-Force.
In that, dude, G-Force. If we were
I was
talking
obsessed with G-Force.
I had the game on the fucking
so good.
GameCube or the Nintendo Wii. I forget which one it was. G-Force fucked.
It was G-Force for adults is Cat Shit 1.
Cat Shit 1 is G-Force for adults, and it's fucking good. Camels are terrorists. Like, that's fucking hilarious.
It's funny. It's serious. It's dramatic.
When the sniper comes back.
Yeah.
When he's about to fucking get shot. And then
you go through every emotion
in
really those, do. Like, 40 minutes.
It's 40 minutes long. I cannot put into words. If you have 40 minutes of time, please watch Cat Shit 1. And this is not a Bucci Giri reference. Like, please watch this. I would watch Cat Shit 1 again, and I bet I would enjoy it more. Like, it's so good. Oh, it's money.
I mean, it's 40 minutes, too. Yeah. You're not committing to anything.
You got 40 minutes.
I know you guys are bored every day, too.
Yeah, everybody's bored.
Yeah. Cat Shit 1.
It's good.
All right. One for me, I love it. I talked about it more at the start of the podcast when we started. K-On! I love K-On!
K-On's cute. K-On's a better Bucci a better Bocchi the Rock.
Dude, fuck Bocchi the Rock. Bocchi the Rock should be on Blue Balls.
Not for me. I like Bocchi the Rock. But K-On's a better Bocchi the Rock.
K-On's awesome. K-On's good. It's like those shows that are like heavy dealing with music, and then the music is actually good.
Yeah.
The characters get good at playing the music.
Yeah.
It's just a fun, likable show, and it exceeded my expectations. That's what I'm saying.
Fully. I mean, that's the whole point.
It's not like a top 20 show for me, but enjoyed it immensely more than I ever thought I would.
Yeah, no, it's good. K-On! Is a very good show. My thing with one thing that K-On! Did really, really well, in my opinion, is like it kind of it stayed in its lane, right?
Mm-hmm.
You watch K-On!, you know K-On! Is supposed to be a cute little fun show about like little like girls playing music.
Yeah,
Girl likes
like
a guitar.
Music after school club.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't try and step outside of that and become this super deep thing. Well, a show like that was Hyoka for me.
Yeah.
It was just like the after school, like extraterrestrial club or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But it then tried to create this like deep intertanglement of like adolescent depression, and I'm like, that's not what you are. Like, if you want to set it up like that, don't do like a club type thing then where you go explore abandoned shit. Like, you got to do something else there.
Yeah. There's like, have you seen Kono Oto Tomare?
No.
It's kind of like, they play like the big long string thing.
Oh.
And it's kind of like that, but it like goes into like, the main kid's a delinquent and it like goes into depression and stuff. It's just like, I enjoy the music and fun part of it more. It's just like, give me K-On! Again.
Give me K-On! On the topic of music and depression, not necessarily music. I mean, a show that exceeded my expectations, even though my expectations were high, was March Comes In Like a Lion. That show fucks, man. It absolutely fucks. It's so fucking good. So when I started watching that, I knew what I was getting myself into was this character's going to be really sad. And like, it's going to be a depressing show. And what I left from with that show is such a beautiful outtake on life, you know, not letting what other people have, like the title that other people have given you define what you do, like not letting, you know, the expectations of yourself dictate like yourself, like your individualistic perception. Like that show was so well done, man. And it's so beautiful. Like the art, the sound score, the shogi matches, it's all so fucking well done, dude. I cannot recommend that show enough, man.
And that's like not even an anime, but that's just a very cookie cutter concept of a show. Like someone starts at the lowest point in their life and they try to grind their way back. Like it's hard to do it really well.
Yeah, and they do it so fucking
so
well.
when a show does it well, it's just hard not to enjoy it.
Yeah, they do it. Oh, they do it so fucking well. They really do. Yeah, I mean, I cannot recommend that show.
Yeah, I'll start.
I really, really want you to watch it. But what you got next, or read it? Yeah, either one works.
Big sleeper here for me. Just expecting like a decent romance out of this. This was just a blind in the dark. All right, I'll watch it. So many people say it's Real Life.
Yes, that's a phenomenal fucking pick. That is a phenomenal fucking pick.
You see it in the lower half next to the Plastic Memories of the charts of romance. Yeah. But it ends up being like a top 5 for me of romance.
Oh my God. Real Life was phenomenal. Yeah. It takes this very, very just simple concept of like, and I almost feel like everybody goes through this. Like, if I could go back, what would I change? Like, everybody has thought that about themselves. Normally, what I like to think is if I could go back, I would change what investments in cryptocurrency I made. That would be the number one thing I would do. I would.
They do it in a way where you can't do that. Though,
exactly.
Like physically going back.
Yeah, you just physically go back. And
it's better that way too, because he also has just like this whole idea of like he's not getting a redo of life. He's just like getting to re-experience those things and have them shape him differently to come back with.
No, exactly. No, it's so well done. I still remember how far my jaw dropped when I learned that girl was also in
dude, it's so good. I was so happy too.
I was hyped as fuck because the entire time I'm sitting there and I'm like, fuck, like I want this to be a romance, but like he's like 29.
Yeah, she's a little kid.
She's a kid. I'm like, please don't do what fucking what's the name of the show? A Jobless does.
Yeah.
I'm like, please don't make this pedophilic as hell.
And then you get that fucking
and then you get you get your, what do they say in Step Brothers? You get your nut. You get your Catalina wine mixer. You make your sale.
It's fucking they do it perfectly. It's at the fucking fireworks show when you figure it out. It's awesome.
Bro. They do that show has literally everything.
The one thing that they did blue ball you with though is they did like OVAs for like after they're done and they finally meet in the real life. I would have rather them just fucking give me like 12 more episodes.
Give me 12 more episodes of them becoming a relationship.
That was really
like
depressing.
A little, like it transitions from real life into like Love is Hard for Otaku type shit.
Dude.
Oh,
that's a good. I actually have that one on here.
You have that one down here as well. I thought about putting that one.
We don't have to talk about it much.
I mean, we've talked about it so much
It's just
times.
the same. It's literally the same as real life. It's on the lower half of the good
and
romance list.
it's just so well done.
Mhm.
It's just so fucking well done. My next one that I have is Clean Freak
Talk about a sleeper.
Oh my god, Aoyama-kun. I can't fucking pronounce it.
Yeah.
That is a pure sleeper anime.
That's just good.
That is so fucking funny and so well done.
Yeah.
It is, if you've ever seen the show, Hey, or haven't you heard I'm Sakamoto-kun? It's like that vibe where it's like this perfectionist type person that like you think is going to be like invincible, but they're not. They're fucking not. Like they got emotion. They don't want to fuck up. Like there's a reason they're like this, and they explore it so well.
Yeah.
And not only do they explore it so well, like they're not always a perfectionist, man. Like he's not always a clean freak. He'll get down and dirty when the fucking team needs him to get down and dirty.
Yeah.
Not only that, who do you think's washing those fucking soccer balls? Who do you think's scrubbing the shower?
Yeah.
It's Aoyama-kun, baby.
And it's like this idea of like these like weird little quirks you have that can like take so much out of your daily life. Like you just can't have a romance the way people want to because he's a clean freak. He can't play soccer to the last 3 minutes of the game. Like,
because he's a fucking clean freak.
Yeah.
But oh my god.
Simple comedic idea made great.
Yeah, it's such a the last time we talked about it, I think I said it. It's such a simple concept. It is such a simple
That's
concept.
what like all these sleepers are.
Yeah, they're just such simple fucking
simple
concept.
shit done well.
Yeah, and they do it so fucking well. Well, what do you got next?
Next I could go Run with the Wind.
Okay.
I really, really liked
You
that
did
one.
like Run with the Wind.
That was just a quick blind pick for me too.
Yeah.
Like I told you I'd watch some more sports. Didn't really want to commit to Ace of the Diamond yet. And that one was only 24. Just really scratched a sports itch for me that I think I needed.
Yeah.
To get me to say I will watch sports anime now.
Sports anime
did it well.
Fuck.
And it does it sort of like Ace of the Diamond does, where it's just a slow paced sport. Like you're just running.
Yeah, with an
there's so
ensemble
much going
cast.
through your head when you're doing stuff like that. And I mean, it deals with the depressive stuff that he goes through. It deals with like everything that you want in a show. It's fucking good.
No, it's a phenomenal show.
Me.
Yeah, I think the sports animes that explore the mental side of a sport more than or in like a specific part more than the physical side of the sport are phenomenal.
Those are the ones that
are actually good. Yeah, they're actually good. The sports animes that are just like, I'm fast, I need to get faster. I'm strong, I need to get stronger. Those are the shit ones. And on the topic of sports animes, this isn't a sleeper pick by any fucking means. Everybody knows that this show exists. If you're into anime, Hajime no Ippo was
it's so good.
It was a show that fully fucking knocked my socks off so much harder than I thought it would. Here's how I know that Hajime no Ippo was fire. It had me in the middle of my room at like 2 a.m. practicing like a jab. Just for no fucking reason, making me think like, I could do this shit. I'm going to learn the Dempsey roll. I bet I looked so fucking dumb trying to do that shit, dude. Oh, that show is so fucking
And
bad.
it does it like almost like we were just saying the bad ones do, where they do focus on just getting better at the sport.
Yeah.
And it still does it so well somehow.
But dude, no, that scene where fucking Takegura, the heavyweight champion. Takamura comes back from his run. It's been like fucking 4 hours. And Ippo is still punching the bag. They explore the mental side of it so well.
Good.
Just this like
good, well-balanced cast.
Yeah. Because boxing is so different than one sec. Let's take a little break and then we will be right back with you guys.
Sure. We are back. We're still discussing Hajime no Ippo and the intricate beauties of this show.
Yeah. So one thing that I think this show does so well is the mental side of boxing is so much different than the mental side of like baseball or football or soccer or something like that. Boxing, it's like, with baseball or football, it's like if you push yourself too far, you're just really sore the next day. With boxing, if you push yourself too far, you could break your fucking hands. You could die. You could literally fucking die in the ring. And they do that dynamic so fucking well of like, sorry, the dog, we have a light set up over there. And whenever the dog Riley tries to get on the bed, the light shakes a little bit and it scares her. You're okay, Riley. But yeah, no, they do such a good job of exploring like the difference in stakes that these shows provide and the mental side of it and how that changes depending on the stakes.
Yeah. And there's like also this idea, like we're just talking about, boxing comes with obviously crazy stakes.
Yeah.
And every character who's involved in boxing just has a different outlook on the sport and why they're doing it.
Yeah.
And that's like really interesting. Like Takamura just wants to be the best.
Yeah.
Fucking Ippo just wants to be a better person. He wants to grow. He wants to provide.
He wanted a place in life for a bit.
Yeah.
And he found it.
You have like characters who want to like provide for their family overseas. You have characters who just want the glory.
Yeah.
Everyone has such a different take on the sport and why they're there.
Yeah. One thing I loved about Ippo is basically every sports anime I had watched, it follows a main, protagonist, but they were all team sports. This was the first individual sports anime. Individual, person sports anime that I had watched that I was like, wow, this is fucking good as fuck.
Yeah.
Because, I guess, never mind. I'd watched this anime. It was called Baby Steps. It was a tennis anime. It was good, but it was like, I don't know. It just wasn't, it didn't have any depth to it. I also tried to watch The Prince of Tennis.
It's just really long.
Yeah, super fucking long.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, tennis is a cool concept. I like tennis. Like, it seems like a fun thing. Maybe I'll get into tennis one of these days. It's kind of one of the only sports I haven't.
I think it's harder to get into tennis.
Yeah, because you
gotta find people to play with, too.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I played volleyball. You gotta find 11 people.
Yeah, but volleyball's also, like you can casually get into volleyball first. Like, you can be like, who wants to play sand volleyball today? You'll always have people to do that.
I can't just be
who wants to play, real tennis today?
Who wants to go play 5 sets of a sport that you are going to be gasping for air?
Oh, yeah. I also don't have rackets.
I don't have rackets, so you got to get the rackets. Yeah. And you have to get
play it against sports we go.
Fuck me, man. Hajime no Ippo, but it's beautiful. It's a beautiful show.
Yeah. Big one here we've talked about it, so we can quickly gloss over it. But Beastars.
Yeah, Beastars.
Beastars is a sleeper. Expected Furry got beauty.
Got fucking an incredible tale of societal, societal classes and actual genuine racism. Like, fucking so well done that show is. So well done that show
awesome.
Is. Up next, I'm going to throw down a little fucking Devilman Crybaby action.
That was... Oh my god. Yeah, I can see that. Specifically the ending.
Yeah.
How, existential it is. That was, I think I watched it a little bit before I watched Evangelion.
Yeah.
And it just, all I could think about watching Evangelion was, this is a wannabe Devilman Crybaby.
Yeah.
So it's, goes for those deep, insane, hitting things, and it actually gets them for you.
Yes. No, I can... Yeah, no, it's very... No, that's a very valid take. I didn't know fucking anything about Devilman Crybaby.
Yeah, I didn't really either.
And first off, I was a little overwhelmed at the start, especially when he actually becomes a Devilman. Because one of the first things you see is him have that wet dream where he literally comes through his sheet into the fucking ceiling.
Yeah, and then he goes the club, and there's demons fucking and shit.
Titties everywhere, demons fucking, people literally dying.
It is hard to watch.
It was difficult to watch. But then we get towards the end of the show, and it's Akira and Rei, I think his name is, and they're sitting on that fucking mountaintop looking at the stars after Rei has basically taken over the world at this point. Oh my god, man, that scene where he's like, Akira, why am I the only one talking? That shit is fucking amazing.
Good ending.
Beautiful ending. Good show in general.
Cool. It's 8 episodes. It's so easy to watch.
It's so you can just grind through it. They do this feral character description and display so fucking well, man. The track scenes where they're running and they're running on literally all fours. That shit looks so fucking cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is a really cool scene.
It's so where he's fucking cool. Yeah, where he's like, her. It's so fucking cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good pick.
I was spooked in it. I'm so sorry.
One I have that is just, I think, overhated. People shit on it and they hate the ending. And I agree the ending isn't great, but I just really enjoyed the journey, and the ending was fine for me. Is Erased.
Erased?
Yeah. I feel like I avoided it for so long.
Yeah.
Because people had talked so much shit about the ending. But when I watched it, I was like, could have been better, but I mean, they had nowhere else to really go, so... Yeah,
my thing was, about the ending, I was like, if you were watching this show to watch a romance between 2 fucking 6-year-olds, or however old they are, and you expected that bitch to wait the 20 years that he was in a coma, you're smoking crack, and you're also smidge of a pedophile.
They were friends for 2 months.
They were friends for 2 months. Sure, he saved her life and everything like that. But he was not going back there.
He was in a fucking coma. Like,
yeah, bro. Like, calm the fuck down. She does not owe him anything, like, whatsoever.
Like, if your kindergarten crush went in a coma in first grade, would you have waited to ever talk to a girl or date a guy or get married?
No fucking shot. I would have.
No.
I would have probably unintentionally waited just from not talking to any women. But,
but I mean, you're not like sitting there like, I have to wait. He
No.
saved my life that one time.
Like, love of my life comes up to me and is like, let's go on a date. I'll be like, you don't understand. This girl I knew when I was 6 is sitting in the Des Moines Mercy
Hid
Clinic.
me in a bus for like a month.
Yeah. He's like, we're pretty fucking serious.
Yeah.
Like,
you're not even
a
like,
big deal.
she's not even in the mind state there either
Yeah.
to like fucking like have real romantic feelings, let alone love him.
Yeah, no,
deeply.
it's completely fucked.
But I mean, I enjoyed the whole thing.
No,
Like,
it's
mysterious.
good.
It's
It's
exciting.
good. It was a little predictable.
A little bit, but sometimes that's not bad. Like,
yeah.
There's just so many shows now that, and especially anime, that shit is predictable.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And I don't know. I really liked it.
Yeah.
I think it's still like, I was expecting it to like it has these like moments of 8, like 8 out of 10 through the start. And then I was expecting it to like fully dip down to like a 2.
Yeah.
But it went down to like a 7.
Yeah, like its fall off was so small. Like
Mhm.
it was not dramatic whatsoever. Another show that I have that really blew me out of the water was Ping Pong, the animation.
Yes.
That show,
I haven't watched it, but I read it all.
Dude, a very, very underrated.
Uh-huh.
Not a lot of people talk about it, even in the sports anime scene. Because in overall, it's still a niche show. But in the sports scene, like, not many people talk about it.
Mhm.
It was still really well done.
It's
The
cool.
animation's so fucking cool.
The
dude.
art's just so different.
Yeah, it's so different. The characters are really cool. Like, the actual, like, dynamic of all the characters surrounding him, especially with this, like, so I watched this after I had watched Hajime. And I was kind of going down that I want, like,
elitist.
I want elitist. I want 1v1 sports. I don't want fucking, I don't want like team sports anymore because I had finished Days, all that shit, and it scratched that itch of 1v1 sports. And I wasn't expecting to like the art style as much as I did.
I know it kind of looks gross, but it works really well,
Especially
especially for ping pong.
Yeah, especially like in scenes where like they're like actually like long rallies going on, and like their bodies kind of look like that one part in the original OG Naruto where Sasuke gets punched in the tummy.
Yeah,
and it's just like they get really morphed and like fucked up. Still a very good show though. I was a big fan.
Yeah, it's like the dude who was like really good at drawing growing up, but he never like went to art school.
Yeah,
but he's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna make one.
I'm just gonna do this anyway.
Yeah.
No, it was a really cool show. I was a big fan. I was a big fan.
Yeah.
I can do one more after that if you wanna do one more.
I could go for probably my biggest sleeper of the year was Campfire Cooking with My Absurd Skill.
That is a great fucking sleeper.
I mean, we were plowing through the worst isekai possible
ever,
and you just pick this one with a disgusting name, and it ends up being
pretty good.
A great show.
Yeah, it ends up being pretty good. Do you think? Genuine question here. Do you think you loved that show because it was a good show, or do you think you loved that show because it was like, I have just watched 7 of like literally the worst fucking isekais I've ever seen, and this one's like kind of well done.
I think I enjoyed it, but I don't think I'll know if I can fully answer that question until season 2 comes out. I think
it's a little bit of both for me. I think I will enjoy season 2 as well, as long as they stick to the wholesomeness of season 1.
Yeah,
and like I said earlier, they stay in their fucking lane a little bit. This isn't supposed to be some deep ass show. This is supposed to be a comfort show, like the reason I play Stardew Valley. It's just supposed to be a comfort chill thing.
It makes you feel good while you're watching. There's no pressure. I can look away for a minute and come back. I haven't missed anything.
Quit licking your coochie down there. No, fully valid. My last one is, in this show, expectations were high, but it just exceeded them. Parasite.
Yeah, that's one of the big ones.
Yeah, like I knew it was going to be good going in, and I knew it was going to be a little edgy and a little gory, and it was fucking phenomenal. It was so well done. Like, I was so surprised with how much I liked that. Soichi, fire character.
Yeah,
fire character.
Yeah, and for me that was like I think it was like my 5th or 6th anime.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really talking to people about anime except like you about Naruto.
Because I put you on.
And trying to get other people to watch Naruto.
Yeah.
Because Naruto was the shit back then. But I just clicked it on Netflix and I watched it in one sitting.
Yep. Because is it 12 or 24? I think it's just 12.
It's 24.
It's 24?
I think so.
Damn.
But it's good shit.
It's fucked.
Yeah.
It's fucked.
Good
Well, it
ending.
is fucked, but it also fucked.
A lot of these shows have in common too, just ending when they need to end.
Yes.
And just not like going on too long.
No. The show is very well.
There's just
done.
something beautiful about just a well wrapped up show, like
Mm-hmm.
an ending you can enjoy. Like an ending just makes a show
Yeah.
so good, which is why so many like sitcoms and like
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, like shit like that, just has bad endings,
Mhm.
and it ruins perceptions of the shows for people.
No,
These just
fully.
know they're not insanely popular, so they're not trying to take it any further.
Yeah, no, they stay in their fucking lane, man.
Mhm.
Biggest thing. But yeah, I'm good to call her here if you're down for that.
Yeah, I got a few more I can spit out real quick.
Ramble.
Tomo-chan is a girl.
Yep.
That was in a time of shit romance I was going through. Finally found a good one.
And you put me on and I loved it.
Yeah, it's great. Ace of the Diamond I threw on there just because I denied it for so long.
Dude, I knew going into Ace of the Diamond I was going to love it. Just because it
And
looked
you loved it even more.
And I loved it so much more. I can't put it on a show that like went over my expectations.
It exceeded your high expectations.
It exceeded my high expectations for that show. It fucked.
Yeah. I got Gintama on here. Shit, first 5 episodes. Just slowly gets better.
Yep.
Till the very end. I have Kenichi on here.
Which one? I don't think I've seen Kenichi.
Kenichi is just like this dude who's a big pussy.
Yeah.
And he just like goes to this dojo and trains, and he slowly gets better.
Hell yeah.
But it's a little bit of a slow burn, but it's good. It's enjoyable. I expected it to be like a 4.
Yeah.
And I like finished it, so
Okay.
good enough. Orange was another one that not great, but it scratched a romance itch that had not been scratched for a long time.
I still feel so fucking bad for that one dude in Orange.
The
guy who had a wife and kids and a beautiful life.
Yeah.
And what happens? His wife goes back to save him and marries the other
That's
guy.
brutal.
Brutal, bro. That's like,
and
that's
like,
erased.
The whole time, he goes back too.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, fuck that kid.
Yeah.
Both the parents are like, fuck that kid.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That shit's brutal, dude.
I got Assassination Classroom.
Yep. Ass Class is a very good
Expected like a 7. I think it's like an 8.
It's like an 8,
It's
maybe
great.
a 9, depending on how much you like season
Another
2.
beautiful ending.
Oh, yeah.
Mashal Season 2.
Oh,
Blew Season 1 out of the water.
Oh my god, Mashal Season 2.
Yeah.
Fucked.
And A Place Further in the Universe. I still don't think you've watched that one.
I have not watched
that one's really good.
Yeah. Okay, then yeah, maybe I'll add that to the list. I do have some things to watch, but I'll get to it eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, I think we're going to call her there. Thank you for tuning in for this week's episode. We hope you enjoyed it. If you have anything you want us to talk about, feel free to jot something down in the comments. We'd love to, give some fans a shout out, but we don't know who you are, man. You got to be vocal. You got to let us know.
We love getting responses, even if it's a hello. It makes our week.
Dude, I cannot put into words how hype we get when we get a fucking little like, hey, good to see you guys, or some shit like that. We get so excited.
Yeah. Oh. All right, yeah.
All right, we'll
please message us.
Yeah, please message us. Make this seem like something that's